What's up, everybody? Welcome to the show. If you're new to the show, make sure to check out previous episodes because I've been sharing my journey also through interviewing other successful traders along the way. That way I can kind of show the real side of trading and how it's not easy, but it's very fun if you have a lot of passion for it and the ups and downs. And right now, unfortunately, I got to share some of the downside, right? And for myself, the question I want to ask is, what is consistency? Right? What is consistently profitable? You see people on Twitter who are posting profits every day. You see people claiming who are gurus, and maybe they are gurus, right? But they're saying, hey, look at my student. After 1 week of being with me, he's had 4 green days in a row or 3 weeks in a row. And, I'm going to tell you my own opinion. Everyone has theirs. But mine is that means shit at the end of the day. That doesn't mean anything. And you ask anyone out there who's been trading for some time, you ask Tim Grattani, you ask Steven Dux, you ask these traders that I get to talk to, thank you. Thanks to you guys, thanks that they are open to talk to me, that they share with me that they have down weeks. Sometimes, they'll have a bad month or not so great month and so forth. This happens. And so when someone, says I've been green for 3 weeks or 1 month, you need to know the truth. That doesn't mean a damn thing, right? It really doesn't. If I'm green for 2 months, really, it doesn't really mean much. Yes, it's a great accomplishment. You found your consistency. You found what works for you. But true consistency, I think, is a test of time, right? I think that's what really shows consistency. And this is just, I'm talking to myself too, right? I've been consistent since November and it hasn't been a full year. And what I can say is that the test of time in November is a good time for me to say, yes, I am a consistently profitable trader. And one thing that I hear when I interview traders, or if you listen to other shows and you watch their interviews and you hear them ask questions like, how was your month, your year? Or you read popular books, which I'll link below, my favorite books I've read. I'm actually reading The Turtle Trader right now, which I know I'm real late to the game, but it's a really good book. And it talks about how they took, just people off the street, off of people who have education, people who don't have education, just all types of backgrounds, women, male, and they taught them their process. These 2 successful traders taught them their process, and then they became successful as well. It's a long story short, right? But what it shows you is they had bad months, bad quarters, but profitable years. And too many of us are so Google-eyed after a good week, a good day, a good month. And I'm here to share with you, I'm struggling right now, if I'm honest. And it sucks to say that, but at the same time, I'm not really. Let me explain this. And yes, I am struggling. So let me correct, I am. But at the same time, the question of, are you a consistently profitable trader? I believe I still am, and I still have till November to really prove that, right? I want a whole year of consistency. That's what the goal is. And you guys know, if you've been watching, I struggled last month or the month before because I was trying new things and I just broke even for the month. Broke even minus commission. So I was down a little bit, right? But that's break even to me at the end of the day. Now, with that being said, the month after, which just happened, which was June, man, that was a very frustrating month for me too. I ended up having a positive month, but break even at the end of the day, plus or minus a couple $100 means nothing, right? It's break even to me. So I asked myself the question, what's going on? What's happening here? I've been tracking and I've been eliminating things that have been working, that have not been working. I talked about how I looked at all my biggest losses since the beginning of my trading career. Eliminate those. And then I've been looking at what caused my losses last month. I'm eliminating those. And I'm trying to refine my strategy, which I personally like the short gap and crap strategies, right? I like stocks that are gapping up 70%, 50, sometimes 50, but mainly 70% up. And they are showing any kind of sign of weakness. And then I'm looking to short those pops. That's what I'm looking to do. Sometimes it's in a high day, sometimes it's to major daily resistance. It all depends on the chart. But within that own strategy, I'm looking to find different ways to tweak it to become even better at it, right? And last month, like I said 2 months ago, plus or minus a couple $100. And this month, same thing, right? Negative, plus. At the same time, those 2 months are basically washes. And it makes me, if I'm honest, it's frustrating because I'm working so hard. I'm sharing as much as I can. I want to help you guys, and I want to continue to grow. And I look at the months prior and I'm like, okay, I have a lot of my profits still, like a whole lot. I probably only took away, if I'm honest, maybe like 5% of my profits or something like that, something real small. And when I see that, I'm like, okay, it's not a big deal. It's really not. But at the same time, it doesn't feel good. Maybe it's 1%, 1 to 5%, something like that. It doesn't matter. But what I'm trying to share is like, I need to put that in perspective because I am like you. I'm like, if you're having a couple of rough days, and right now I'm having some rough days this whole week. I cannot trade to save my life. For some reason, it's just not happening for me. And the good news is, you're like, wait a minute, what is the good news? The good news is I'm only trading my setups. So I'm tracking only my setups. So I don't have bad discipline of outside of my setups, which is really good. Now you're probably thinking, well, you're losing on your setups. No, not necessarily. What's happening is I'm actually trading very sloppy this week within my own setups. And that's why I am tracking I'm going back to my journal again and looking only at all the losses, not just the biggest losses, all of them. And I'm figuring out, why am I losing? And the main idea behind it is because I'm not sticking to my proper risk level, right? We talked about that. I talk about that all the time. That's what makes me consistent, obviously, right? It's also what makes me not consistent. And the other side of that is that if I take a loss and then I take another loss, I tend to be wrong, but yeah, I traded it for a third time. And a long time ago, I had a rule where if I took 2 losses on a ticker, I'm done. That rule's gone apparently because I've been not obeying that, and it's causing me to lose 3 times on a ticker when it makes no sense, where statistics show that if I'm wrong on twice, I'm usually wrong. And I've also found I have fell into this weird, I had a couple of revenge trades or emotional trades, which is frustrating. And big picture, guys, this week it's been like 1 hour losses a day. But then I had a max loss day, which sucked. And then it's frustrating, guys. And I want you to know that, it's part of trading. And I'm constantly reminding myself, like, you know what? The month just started. I'm seeing the lessons. And I'm not too frustrated as in what I used to be as a trader. I'm not coming to the market like, oh my God, I need to make this back. Or I'm not coming to the market saying, oh, I'm scared to place this trade because this and this just happened. I'm not. Today I took 2 trades, no problem, and I've executed them very well, and it just didn't happen to work on one of them, and one of them did, and it didn't, and so that just happens. But I just got to remind myself, over time, as long as I stick with this process, things will pan out. And that's something you got to remind yourself. You'll see very tenured traders who talk about how they have rough weeks, rough months, and you might be judging them thinking, what the heck, how do you have a rough month? I just had 3 weeks in a row of green weeks. You see these vanity traders who all they talk about is how many green days they have in a row. I'm telling you right now, for the majority of people, it doesn't, even the majority of successful traders, it doesn't happen that way. Go look at any interviews. Go read any books of successful entrepreneurial traders, right? Investment traders, investment swing traders, all kinds of different traders. You'll see that they talk about this. And I haven't experienced this till lately where I'm like, holy crap, I'm in this time right now. I am experiencing this right now where I am not moving the needle, but I'm not going down at a fast rate. I'm just consolidating. I'm like a chart. I spiked. Now I'm consolidating. I had a little dip, then a little spike, and consolidating. Like I'm not moving. Which this is the moment that's going to separate me from you. And when I say you, I don't mean you specifically. I mean all the other traders. Just like you from all of the other traders, including myself. It's taking money from the undisciplined and putting it in the discipline's hands. That is what it is. And right now, if I stick to my discipline, although I was undisciplined, right? But the only thing that's saving me is sticking to my risk no matter what and not over trading. Am I having my max loss? Then I'm still in the game and I'm not even going backwards. That's the only thing that's positive. The other side of it is if I stay disciplined and fix these little tweaks, the problem that the people do is they're like, oh my God, I'm so frustrated. And this happens to me too. It could still happen. And I'm reminding myself by talking about it right now that what we don't want to happen is to get frustrated and then let that show in your trading and then constantly trying to push more and trying to make it back. That's what you don't want to do. That's what I'm not going to do. Instead, you just, okay, what happened on this trade? This trade was a loss. What are the lessons that I learned? Great. Let me apply that tomorrow. Why today didn't it work? Great. Let me apply that to the next day. Why did that day didn't work? It just didn't work. I applied all the lessons, everything. I did everything as I was supposed to do it. Great. Now, if it continues that way where I do everything the way I'm supposed to do, right? I trade it properly, not sloppy, and it's still negative or choppy, well then, I don't know what the hell I'm going to share with you guys next. I'll probably be like, oh, well, we have to downsize dramatically and try new things. And it could be, but I don't see that happening. I really don't. I talked to Gritani and he's like, Alex, just stay the course, just stay what you're doing. And that's what I'm going to do. So I ask you again, what is consistently profitable? My opinion is this right here, this moment, the times where you go through rough times and you come out profitable. And I don't mean you're down 2R on the day and now you're up 5R. I mean, come on, guys. That happens to everyone. Everyone experiences that bull. That I don't say bull, but everyone experiences that. They do. I'm talking about the test of time. So I hope you guys enjoy this episode. By the way, people ask me what broker I use. Yes, I am happy to say I'm partnered with Cobra Trader. It's a broker I use. It's the only broker I use right now for shorts because they have good shorts, cheap. They'll give you a deal, and it will help me out, man. And you guys know I do this for free, for fun. I'm a husband. I trader. I work remote. I'm also working on the podcast, the show on YouTube. So if you see ads on YouTube, it happens. I mean, I appreciate you taking the time. You can just skip it if you don't want to watch it. I get it. But at the same time, I appreciate you guys. If you are looking for a new broker, check them out. Just throw my name out there. Be the Trader, Be the Story, or Alex, right? From Be the Trader. And they'll give you a hookup deal, make it a lower rate to sign up, and a better commission rate. So thanks, guys, so much for watching the show. Thanks a lot. And you guys, I hope you're doing better than I am right now. And I hope that maybe shoot some words of encouragement. Let me know what you do during this time. Let me know what you're going through right now. Let me know how good you're doing, right? I'm excited when you guys are doing good too. Thanks.